Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a review video or first impressions video on the newly launched Huda Beauty Easy Blur Natural Airbrush Finish Foundation. This has been a buzz on the internet, on Instagram and everywhere. Almost every influencer is talking about it. Huda herself has been posting so much about the foundation and the primer. It is a super filter kind of a foundation, you can say. It blurs your pores and they say to use it with the Easy Blur primer and then it will give the best results. So I got both of these products from Sephora and more products from Sephora. So let's get right into the video. So before I get started, I want to show what all I got. Of course, the first product is the primer, the Easy Blur primer. The second product is star of the show, the Easy Blur Natural Airbrush Foundation. This is how the packaging looks like. And apparently they have rebranded and changed the logo and repackaged things, like made changes to everything as Huda stepped back as CEO of the company. I am excited to see more products being launched. I got concealer and the color corrector, these two here. And all the shades I will mention in the description box. And I also got the Baby Bake. They also have the bigger one in this, but right now I just wanted to try, so I got the small one. Now the reason I got all of these products is because I don't any base products from her brand yet. I somehow never purchased it, but this was the right time. You absolutely don't need to get all of this. You can just get the primer and the foundation, or even just the foundation. The only thing that I owned from her brand was this small palette. But other than that, I have nothing from her brand. So I'm like, for me, it's everything new and it's a full review. So let's get into the products and the packaging. Let's open. I'm opening this for the first time. This is how the Easy Blur primer looks like. It's a black. It's cute, but it is $29, which is a lot. And the packaging could have been better. Yeah, looks like drugstore packaging. I like the color combination and everything, but for $29 primer, maybe something different. So let's get into the packaging of the foundation. So this is the Easy Blur foundation. Of course, the whole packaging has been changed. It's black. That is how the packaging looks like for the foundation. And again, this foundation retails for $37 on Sephora. For $37, I do think that the quantity does look very less for that price. It's 30 ml, so it's not less. It just looks, maybe because it's the packaging, right? Next up, I got the peach corrector because I do have dark circles and everything. This is the very famous peach corrector from her brand. This is not a new launch. Concealer. So kind of similar. Concealer and color corrector, like that. And last, the Baby Easy Bake setting powder. So this is how it looks like. It's really teeny tiny, and this is like $22. So all of these products are expensive. So in total, I did spend $160 in all of these products, and they do look really tiny, but let's hope that they are worth it and we don't feel like Huda stole our money. So let's get into testing the primer first. So what I'm gonna do is maybe apply the primer on one side of my face and then see how different it looks from the other side. That would be the real test, right? It's like this. I'm gonna take this on the back of my hand. Kind of pink. It's really smooth. It does feel that it's kind of blurring even on the back of my hand. The best thing about this primer is it is silicone free, and usually blurring primers, people who have pores, big pores, need a primer. I always say that in my videos. And so they do contain silicone, and it is said that silicone may damage your skin. Now, I don't know if it's 100% true. I've been using silicone primers for a long time. I don't see much damage to my skin as such. My skin already had big pores. It's not that my pores got larger or anything. For her to come up with something which is not silicone based and still does the job, it's awesome, you know. So right off at the box, it says water, and the second ingredient is glycerine, which glycerine is actually considered really good for the skin. Let's apply this on the side. Okay, she does say to use one finger full, almost like sunscreen we apply, right? And that's a lot actually, so something like that. It's really cooling. That is one thing. Usually primers don't feel as cooling. This side is really oily, and this is already blurred out, which is wow. Can you tell the difference? I don't know. I can't see much in the camera there, but in the mirror, it does seem that it did something. Wow. And the best thing about these products is it's buildable, so you can take as much as you want. Okay, so you can see how one side is looking with the primer, just the primer. And I'll try to take a close up here. Now, one thing I want to mention about the primer is also that it's not a mattifying primer. So it's just a blurring primer or a smoothing primer, you can say, which is great. So it's not gonna like look matte, because I was tired of just looking matte, even though I was putting glowy foundations and everything. We all want like that fresh skin, glowy base. Sometimes we do like mattes, but nowadays I think it's more about natural, skin-like. Let's try the Easy Blur foundation. I'll just put it right where I put the primer, and let's see what it does. It's kind of gripping to the primer, which is great. It's really glowy and doesn't look heavy or anything. And it does contain skincare, which a lot of foundations don't contain. So this contains 1.5% of niacinamide, which is great for your skin. I am just gonna put it in dots. Definitely try use my hands because I want to feel it. I'll go with a brush later. Oh, I love how glowy it is. I'm not even blending it. This is just my fingers doing the job. I don't even need a brush right now or a beauty blender. And the way it's gripping to the primer, it's like they are meant for each other. This is without blending. Let's blend it. So I'm just gonna use a tapered brush like this. I don't want the brush to pick up any of the product. I want all the product to stay on my skin. So I'm just kind of pressing. So that's how my hand looks like after some time. And I think I got the perfect shade. Isn't the shade match just awesome? Like, so I'll just take just a tad bit for the nose and my neck, where I feel we did not put a lot. Like, I'm literally taking that little droplets. So far, this is how it looks, and I really like the finish, the blurring effect, and how it doesn't feel heavy. It's just been a few minutes, kind of still feels like grippy. It has kind of stuck to my skin. Okay, so it's been a few minutes since I've applied the foundation and the primer, and this is how it's looking like. I do want to do a wear test, full day wear test, but maybe not today. And I do want to use her color corrector and see how that does. So let's go with the color corrector. And this one is Peach. Just gonna apply like a dot, a few dots. Does look to be covering up my dark circles without any creasing. Why didn't I purchase these products before? Now I'm regretting it so much. So what I'm gonna do is do the eye makeup and put the concealer and also the powder, the setting powder, and then see the final look on one side. So I completed the eye makeup on this side, and so far everything is looking so good. And so I'm gonna apply one more layer of foundation because I do want a little more coverage. And the best thing is that this is buildable coverage, and I also like that the brush is not picking up much, like, and you saw how much I applied. That's very little. That's like not even a second layer technically. We do apply blush and contour and everything, so I'm gonna do that off camera and see the full side. So I applied a little bit of blush and completed the eye makeup. Let's try the concealer. My shade is Graham Cracker. The applicator looks super cute. I'm just gonna dot it. And trust me when I say my dark circles are not covered by anything I apply. So for this, if this works, I'm never going back to anything else. My base has never looked this good. I'm not kidding. Let's set it with this powder. Okay, the packaging, oh my god. And this is the cherry blossom cake. So that's how it looks like. So I took it out and I'm just gonna take it a little bit on the back of my hand. And I take a powder puff like that and just dab it. That's finished. Okay, I think we already know what the results are. We can see for ourselves what my review would be, but still, let me complete this side. So on this side, maybe I'm not gonna use the brush. I'll be using a beauty blender like this. This is from Real Techniques, and gonna skip the primer and see how the foundation performs by itself. So let's see it. Okay, so let's take the foundation and just apply directly, no primer. So it's a damp beauty blender, and I'm just gonna press in. From what I remember, I watched her. She did not recommend using a beauty blender, but I may be wrong. They were saying to use a brush would be the best applicator for this. Without the primer, I do feel my pores are still showing up. So I do think that the primer is needed to get that flawless look. So this is how this side is looking with a beauty blender and no primer. So I've skipped the easy blur primer on this side, and still it looks really nice. I'm gonna finish my eye makeup on this side and come back. So I completed my eye look on this side also. I'm gonna apply the color corrector from Huda Beauty and the concealer in front of you guys, just so you can see. Let's also apply the blush. Contour. So I waited a little bit before I apply the concealer. We only have the color corrector, which actually by itself does look good. But still, let's just go with the concealer. Let's set it with the Easy Bake powder. So this is the final look. Okay, these are my final review comments on these products, especially the primer and the foundation. I think they are great products. Like, so far my skin is looking flawless, and so I don't know if you can see from that far. I did not use the primer on this side and I used it on this side. I do see that this is more blurred, just looks better than this side. So I do think that the primer is worth investing, and the foundation, yeah, they could have done better with the packaging, maybe a little more quantity. I think the quantity is what you get even in bottles, right? It's just the packaging looks so tiny that you may feel that it's less, but there's good product in it. Yeah, my final comments, this is looking so good. In fact, I'm surprised by their concealer and color corrector. I usually use peach color corrector in other brands, and it doesn't really take away my dark circles this well. And I have not been sleeping good, so I know my dark circles are at their peak right now. And for this to work like this, very nice. I'm just overall very happy with the end result. Let's see how this wears for suppose 8 hours, 10 hours, and I'll make another video with the wear test. But today, this is all I had for you guys. Let me know your opinion on what you like. Did you like the look? Do you think that it's worth $37 and $29 for the primer and the foundation? And are you going to purchase this? I know this is available in India also. They launched it on NYKAA, so you can buy it from there. And if you want to know the shades, check out the description or comment and I'll let you know. And please don't forget to subscribe. That helps me with making better videos, more content for you guys. And if you have any other products which you want me to review, do let me know. And yeah, bye for today. Wait, where are you going? I don't think you subscribed. Do that right now. And I'm going to be doing a wear test on these products and come back with another video where I can probably use full face of Huda Beauty. This is full face almost, just the eyeshadow is not her eyeshadow palette. So I can do a full face of Huda Beauty and give my honest reviews on the longevity, on how the foundation stayed a full day. Did it become oily, or did it, crease, dry out, whatever? Did it crack up? Just the normal wear test. So do check out for more videos. Today, take care. I hope you are happy and healthy. Keep watching and keep supporting. Bye.